watching Car Nitty. My name is Mizan and today I'm reviewing a Ford Fiesta MK7 ST180. I'm in sunny Essex, which is the breeding ground for a car like this, and the best part about this car is it's a stage 3. So now let's talk about price. You can pick one of these up from as little as £6,000, and that's with the inflated prices we've got right now in the world. Production of this car was from 2014 to 2017 before it was replaced with a Mark 8 Fiesta. One thing to bear in mind is if you're buying an ST is what level of trim it's going to have, because Ford break this up into categories. Unlike other manufacturers, you have an ST1, ST2 and ST3. ST3 is the fully loaded model. There's probably a few options that you can spec it up, like a sunroof for example, but mostly it is fully loaded. You don't need anything else. The ST2 is the mid-level car. It comes with enough options for you to get by, and the ST1 literally comes with nothing. Now technically speaking, you can spec up an ST1 with all the options you want, but it'll cost more than picking the pack, picking the ST2 or the ST3 for example. The other thing to bear in mind is when it comes to resale, the number that you pick, so for example if you got an ST2, that's part of your car's title. So when it comes to resale, if you have an ST1, your value is going to be less than an ST2 even if you spec it up, so bear that in mind. Let's now talk about performance. This car from factory has 180 brake horsepower and 240 Newton meters of torque from a 1.6 litre inline 4 turbocharged unit, hence the name ST180. It sends its power to the front wheels via 6-speed manual, which is the only option. This car however is stage 3 tuned, so the powers it's pushing now is 280 brake horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. Let's now talk about modifications. As I mentioned, it's a stage 3 car, so there's a lot of upgrades in the engine bay. And they are AirTech stage 3 intercooler, stage 3 ITG induction kit, VT330R hybrid turbo, Vudu decap, Cobra Venom exhaust, Vudu stage 3 map with pop and bangs, Maxton design front splitter, canards and side skirt, AirTech big wing, Mark 1 Focus ST170 alloys wrapped in PS4 tyres, and a Hornet yellow wrap that's Tech Wrap branded. And without further ado, I think it's time we go for a drive in this car. Due to circumstances outside of my control, my PC had a fatal error and my hard drive was corrupted. I ran a recovery software to retrieve the files and this was partially successful. But this means the production quality of this video may not be the best, and I apologize to Dean and to you as the viewers. So guys, we're now in the ST3. I want to give a massive welcome to Dean. So Dean, mate, you're gonna have to talk louder, mate. You're underestimating how loud your car is. So the term ASBO gets thrown around a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. People love saying, "Oh yeah, my car's an ASBO machine, this, that." But nah, mate, your car is bad, man. Definitely. Your car is seriously bad. I mean, you guys will have seen by now, by the intro, that his drive-by shots got someone coming out their house running and screaming, "What the F word?" This is not your daily driver, not that it can be. You got another car, yeah? Yeah, I've got a 320D. Got it. So this only comes out when you're really in the bloody mood, yeah? Yeah, of course. Cool, man. But, so this is like a proper actual track car that you're building? Yeah. You're gonna put a roll cage in the back? Yeah, 100%, that's my next thing. Okay. Everything else is done. I can't lie, man. I'm a bit jumpy right now. I don't know if you guys can tell by the camera, because the way he was driving earlier and the noise of this car, honestly, ASBO doesn't do it justice, man. ASBO doesn't do it justice. Is there any point of me talking about daily drivability at this car? Is there any point? Not really, no. It's just way too loud. It's way too loud, but I think you need to get like a valve system or something on the exhaust, isn't it? Something's got to be sorted. Because even if it's just for track use, it's still too loud. Yeah. So I'm going to give a quick brief rundown on comfort. The seats are alright, but the noise is the biggest thing, man. I have to disregard everything about this car just because of how loud it is. Like, I'm having to genuinely shout over on the top of my lungs right now to get my voice in. And even then, still don't know what the quality is going to be like. For all I know, they can't hear me. Yeah, probably. Dean, how much has this project cost you in total, including the price of the car? Altogether, yeah. Obviously, car being a Cat S is a little bit cheaper. Okay, so it's a Cat S, yeah. So I'll say altogether probably around 11, maybe 12 grand. So 11 to 12 grand this car has cost you to build from a Cat S car that was already repaired. You didn't repair it.
Fully repaired.
Fully repaired Cat S, and then you took it and you've obviously put on stage 3. I'm scared to even say to him that, you know what, show me what the car can do, because I'm scared, man. I'm scared. I'm delaying it as much as I can. I'm actually afraid for my life. Okay, bro, I can't lie. Yeah, keep going. We're now coming up to a national speed limit road, and I'm scared to say to Dean, man, that he can just go for it. I didn't even got no handle here. There's no handle. So when I'm oh god, there's the sign. To hold on to, man. Do you know what it is? It's the noise makes this experience even more daunting. Because it's 280 horsepower. That is a lot of horsepower, don't get me wrong, for a front wheel drive car as well. But it makes you more scared because of the noise.
And this is where the primary camera footage wasn't recovered, but the secondary camera footage was salvageable. Just as well, I'm sure I looked very unflattering. I was all over the cabin like a space shuttle heading into zero orbit. Just by reviewing this camera footage, you can see Dean is a maniac. It might only be 280 brake horsepower, but he drives it like he stole it. The way he's able to put down every single horse is astonishing, as when I get behind the wheel, you'll see not even I can manage that. The front wheels were constantly fighting for grip, and if they weren't wrapped in Michelin PS4 S's, I'd have set my cameras up and let Dean go off on a jolly all by himself. I'm genuinely gutted the footage has been lost, as the video doesn't do Dean or the car justice. Dean will be doing further modifications to the engine soon, and when the car is back on the road, he's coming back for a second time. A disaster recovery plan is in place so something like this never happens again. Please do accept my apologies. Let's now see Dean's 0 to 60 efforts.
Right, time to do the 0 to 60 run. Now this car has got PS4 tyres all around, all got good tread. Got 99 rolling fuel in the car, obviously, so because that's the only thing you can use, because you're stage 3 map. I mean, your tuner said you can only use momentum and or V-power. Those are the only 2 fuels you're allowed to use. So with that all in mind, you're gonna put the clutch in with your foot, build revs up, and you're gonna dump the clutch.
Shoot off,
So drag is ready when you are, man. A lot of wheel speed. That's 60. Bloody good time, mate. 6.15. You gonna have another attempt, or are you happy with that?
We'll have another go.
Another go, yeah? Going again. Attempt number 2, you're gonna do the same thing again?
Yeah.
Same thing, let's go, man. Okay, that's 60. 6.17. What was the last time? 6.12?
Was it something like that?
So you know what? You've done 2 runs and the numbers have been so similar. So it's fair to say that based on the way you're obviously launching the car, which is that method, that's as much as you're gonna get, isn't it?
Yeah, being a little bit wet as well.
Yeah, it is damp. But I've heard. But look, when I had Omar on the channel, he said that it's better for front-wheel drive cars because otherwise it doesn't bog down as much. It almost keeps spinning, isn't it? But yeah, not bad, man. Not bad. So I'm gonna jump in the driver's seat and see what this car's like. I've driven some crazy cars on this channel, yeah. I've driven C63s and all kinds of big cars, right? I've never been I've been scared of driving this than them.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm telling you, I'm being honest. Because really, this car wasn't built for that power. Like, this is a custom build.
Yeah.
So it's so crazy, man. But it does a good job. Once you got a bit of experience behind a car of this sort of power,
Such a fun car.
such a fun car. And you will never get bored of it because it's got that scary element. You will never get bored. Never. It's always going to have something new. I find myself constantly having to get out, stay in a short shift because I don't want to piss off people. Even now, when that car stopped, I'm like, are they stopping to give us a word? Right, national speed limit. Oh, wow. Oh my God, this car just wants to throw you into a ditch.
You don't hold that enough.
Yeah, literally such a tight. You've got to have such a tight grip on this wheel. Honestly, what a car, man. What a bloody car. This car is genuinely dangerous to be on the road. It is dangerous. Under the wrong hands, this is dangerous. You're not even, legally speaking, you shouldn't even be allowed to sell this car. You have to keep it forever, you scrap it.
Yeah, that's
Because literally, you give the keys to this to the wrong person.
They'll end up down there in a ditch.
Yeah, they'll
100%.
kill someone or themselves.
Yeah.
Easily. Oh my God. Every time that there's another car on the other lane, I mean, they're in the other lane, because this car's steering wheel loves to sort of do all of that, there's a chance that you could clip them, isn't it?
Never know.
You never know. That's why when that moment comes and someone's literally next to you, you literally grip the wheel with your life. Because you're like, if I let go of you for even half a second, you will clip them.
Yeah.
You will clip them. Honestly, mate, what a machine. It's so easy to overlook and say it's just an ST, common car, like who cares? But it's not a stage 1. It's not a stage 2. It's not a stage 2 plus. It's a bloody stage 3.
So, I mean, a lot of people say, oh, it's just a Fiesta,
No,
when you're keeping up with M3s.
Listen, I don't doubt for a second that you can keep up with some serious cars in this. Nowhere, and especially with the way that you drive. Mate, you're a driver. I'll tell you that right now. You are a bloody driver. You know how to put the power down on this car. It bottoms out at somewhere here though. Oh, safe there. The brakes are good as well.
Yeah. Still they're not upgraded or nothing yet, and they're still stopping like that.
Yeah, they're still doing a damn good job, man. Yeah, man, this is driving this car is a very hard work though.
Yeah.
Because I can tell, like, you know, mentally, I feel like I've done a 5-hour motorway run. You know what I'm talking
It does
about?
feel like it, doesn't it?
It does feel like it because it drains you. Like, there's so much concentration.
Yeah.
When you do like a motorway journey and you're like, oh, I've driven for a while, man. Like, my brain's like, this is what it feels like.
It's definitely not a daily driver.
Not a daily driver, man. It would literally take the soul out of you. But yeah, I mean, that's literally it.
If you've watched Car Nitty for a while, you've seen me drive fire-breathing V8s and not even flinched at the power on tap and being able to control the rear-wheel drive elements on twisted British B-roads. But not one of them had my hands sweating and had me sat in the edge of my seat like this Fiesta. Name me one car within a 10k budget, all in for something that's modern, that can do what this Fiesta has done to an experienced driver such as myself. You just can't, and I hope that speaks volumes. I'm gutted I've lost footage, as this video doesn't reflect the car's animalistic personality. Who wakes up one morning and says to themselves they'll have a 300 brake horsepower Fiesta? I mean, seriously, who does that? Dean, there's not enough people like you in the world, and I commend you and your driving skills. Dean's car isn't allowed on track. His car violates the sound limits they have, so let that sink in. A dedicated space for driving a car to its limit has deemed the ST untrackworthy. I hope you enjoyed the video despite the mishaps, and hope to welcome Dean back soon. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, share and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
I think this house here, look. One of those two houses. Mommy, that yellow car went again. You told me to keep an eye out. Imagine she told one of her children, keep an eye out for
Stand that window and watch.
Yeah. Mommy, the car went past. Are you sure, love? I didn't hear it.
There's the other window.